Hello, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is your new moon in Cancer message. It is a general collective reading, so as the messages come through today, take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it is meant for someone else to hear. And please check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. And if you're not sure what those placements are, in the description box of this video is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. So, Libra, for you, new moon in Cancer should be a biggie for you. It is affecting all 12 zodiac signs, but the 4 cardinal signs will be affected the most, and you are one of those 4 cardinal signs out of the zodiac. So for you, this is actually the launching pad, and we're going to see this develop for you over the course of the next 6 months, but you will be drastically changing your work-life balance here. So a lot of you are reevaluating your careers, your jobs, the industries you're in, and just realizing, you know what, I just don't want to keep working 60, 70 hours a week, right? I need a better life balance. I want to enjoy the little things in life. So some of you may be seeking to like become your own business owners, entrepreneurs, or again, just changing work so you have a better flow. And there's also something here, Libra, for you, where like your public life image is going to be changed as well. But again, you're like finally curating that over the course of the next 6 months. So I'm really excited to see where you're headed in the future. But for now, let's see where we're headed with this message for Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Tell me more about this fresh start for them in their career, as well as their public life, their public image, even for those of you who are not employed or who are retired. Tell me more about this here for Libra. Let's get one more shuffle. Thank you. During the meditation, I was doing the pre-shuffle and I kept seeing the card watching the clouds. And I was like, yeah, I think that was the feeling I had, was like Libra wants to just be able to like sit back and relax. Like you've been through hell in your life. You're like, I just want those moments where I can like literally get lost watching the clouds, you know, and take a nap with the sun on my face type of feeling. So we have crossing bridges. It's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. So it's like I'm telling you, you're jumping a timeline here. And at the bottom of the deck, we have begin now. Take your first step. Told you. Definitely changing your life moving forward. And it's like now you're like in this transition phase, right? And the phase is going to last for a while, a couple of months, maybe until we get to that super full moon in Cancer on December 23rd. But you are definitely changing your life. Again, even for those of you where you're not employed or you are retired, there's something changing in regards to your public life or how the public sees you. Tell me more about this here for Libra, please, for their new moon and Cancer message. One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the 9 of Pentacles. We have the 10 of Cups, Libra. And we have the 10 of Pentacles. Get off. You don't need to be here. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Pentacles. New beginning. Okay, now everything is an opportunity, right? Tarot tells you what is energetically available to you, but it does require you to put in some effort. And I think most of you are ready to put in the effort to like really change your lives. But this is beautiful. 9 of Pentacles is someone who is independently wealthy, not just financially, but emotionally, right? This is someone who's really enjoying the fruits of their labor. I mean, typically what we see in the 9 of Pentacles card, like in the original Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck, we see someone surrounded by pentacles, but they're also picking grapes. Grapes take a long time to harvest. And now it's like she has a glass of wine in her hand and she's picking grapes. You could be a masculine. Don't be offended. I'm just letting you know how I identify the image on the card. But it's someone who's enjoying the fruits of their labor, whether you are single or partnered. And I feel like you really have a very unique opportunity, different than the other 11 signs, that you can really move in this direction. Tell me more about the 9 of Pentacles. This is definitely fresh start energy here. Maybe some of you have relocated, or you just relocated, or you closed out a massive cycle, a massive chapter in your life. And this is balance also, right? 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles. Like regardless of how much money you make, this is like, I want to be as equally emotionally fulfilled as I am financially fulfilled. So I definitely have a group of you here where you are looking for balance and you want to enjoy life. One more shuffle. Thank you. 9 of Pentacles, Clarify by judgment. And that is your judgment call. That's not me telling you this. That's not another tarot reader on YouTube or TikTok or elsewhere telling you this. This is a judgment call that the Libra collective as a whole is making at this time. The Star and the Death card, radically changing your life, right? And the Death card is my favorite card in a 78 card tarot deck because it really talks about us working in concert with the universe to radically change our lives, right? We're ending something in our life for a new beginning. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. And I feel like you're healing an aspect of yourself where you either compromised yourself emotionally for your finances or you compromised your finances, you know, to be emotionally fulfilled. And now it's like, I want to do things differently in the next chapter of my life. I want to be emotionally and yet also financially stable. It's possible for one of you watching, you left or you're in the process of leaving a marriage where maybe you only stayed in it for the pentacles, you know, for the resources that you had, they had, the two of you built together. And now you're like in this new chapter. I want to, again, I want to feel as emotionally content as I am financially abundant. I get the feeling here, like, not to speak for you, but the feeling I get here is like, I don't want just superficial connections anymore, one way or another. It's like I want the best of both worlds. Tell me about that 10 of Cups here for the Libra collective. We have the 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups, the Tower, and the 4 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, 3 of Wands. This is a radical shift in the Libra collective because this is you. You know, the Tower card is my second favorite card in tarot. Although a lot of people fear the Tower more than they even fear the Death card. The Death card in tarot hardly ever actually means a physical death. It all depends on the question that you're asking. But the Tower is probably the most feared card because people are like, oh my God, change is coming. But what I love about this, you're creating this change. You're saying, I'm no longer going to stay connected to situations, environments, or connections that leave me feeling emotionally depleted or at a loss, even if the money is good. Like, again, the feeling is, I just want to be happy. I want to be content again. I don't want to feel stuck. And if it means that I have to make a little less money to be a lot more happier, I'm willing to do that. I wouldn't be surprised if some of you like pull back on overtime or go to part-time or again, find some way to make some additional money, tap into your creative senses there where you don't have to work that 9 to 5, you know, grueling desk job. I feel like the Libra collective out of all 12 signs will be drastically changing their career fields first. And I think in that respect, as a cardinal sign, you will be leading the pack for the other zodiac signs to follow you. 10 of Pentacles. Clarify the 10 of Pentacles. It's like, even if I have to make less, as long as I'm happy. Okay, so I don't eat, I don't know, steak and lobster every night. But I have a really great fucking peanut butter and jelly sandwich. But it means I didn't have to kill myself all week at a job for a paycheck. So yeah, I get to hang out outside or go to the beach or go to the park. You know what I mean? Or just nap all day. I think you're looking to enjoy your life moving forward. We have the Lovers. This is a choice that you are making. Lovers is the ultimate choice card in tarot. We have the 6 of Swords and we have the 6 of Pentacles. You are looking for a balance. There's no doubt about it. I have a group of you here where you're like, maybe I've made a lot of money in the past, but I was miserable. Or I was, you know, again, in a relationship where I sacrificed myself for the other person. I think you're looking for balance across the board. I think you're looking for harmony. I think for the first time in a long time, this group of Libras that I'm reading for, you are truly representing the Justice card in tarot, which is your major arcana card, which usually depicts Lady Justice holding the scales of justice. And I think for a first time in a long time, you are looking for balance when it comes to material wealth and emotional contentment. Bravo to you, Libra. You are definitely on the forefront of this for the collective. And I've been reading for you now for over 2 years. I've seen the hell that you've gone through. So this is a very refreshing change. And what's nice to know is you're creating that Tower. That's your aha epiphany moment of I just want to enjoy the good things in life, the simple things in life. Anything else Libra needs to know about this? One more shuffle. Thank you. Anything else you need to know? 10 of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. Bottom of that, Queen of Cups. I really think that you're done nurturing people who don't nurture you back. I think you're done investing all of your creativity, time, and talents into jobs or positions that like don't really go anywhere, or they just have a title to them, or a good paycheck. But again, there's very little emotional fulfillment. So I think for some of you, this is a reassessment of your platonic connections, your romantic connections, without a doubt, your professional connections, and sort of putting an end to, look at that Knight of Cups compared to the Queen of Pentacles. Like, okay, I make money, or okay, I'm married to someone who has money, but the Knight of Cups is not the King of Cups. You know, it's not true emotional contentment. So I just feel like you're putting an end to that. And what you're looking for, yeah, is the Queen of Cups. That's exactly right. That's what you're looking for. I think you're looking for Queen of Cups kind of feeling, right? And the new moon in Cancer is all about our feelings. And I think what you're looking to do is to feel a little more balance in your life. Let's get you some advice cards. I like this for you a lot. I really, really do. I think you're going to be focused on your happiness a little bit more than your pentacle resource. And some of you with that Knight of Cups, I really get the feeling for some of you, you're going to like dip your toe in some type of like other type of creative endeavor that maybe you've never done before. And something with like artistry or just something different. Maybe like a side gig where you make money. There's something like that. It's like I want to do something that I'm passionate about or creative or that I love to do for a living, even if I don't make that much money at it. I like this for you a lot. Some of you are divorcing someone that you were only tied to them for financial resources. And it's like, I want to be with someone where there is mutual love and respect and not just a paycheck, you know, or a roof over my head. Like, I think romantic connections like that for you will be coming to an end, because I think you're looking to feel nurtured and loved by the person that you share a life with, and not just that they're keeping the lights on. Let's get you 3 cards of advice. So that's a special message there for one of you watching. 3 cards of advice here for my Libra collective. One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the 7 of Cups. We have the 2 of Pentacles. And we have the 5 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, 4 of Cups. I don't want to keep repeating the message and wasting your time. But Libra, you are making a very, you know, probably 4 or 5 years ago, this would have been a difficult decision for you. I don't think it's a difficult decision for you anymore. I think whatever work ambitions you had, or ambitions to have the big house, or, you know, the whatever sports car in the driveway, I think that's fading out of your life. I still think you want the nice things in life, but not at the expense of your emotional health. Like, I don't want to be able to buy all of these trinkets and have that car in the driveway and that big old house on the hill. And meanwhile, internal, I am 4 of Cups, right? I feel lonely or depleted, or, you know, just dissatisfied in life, or I don't have the energy to do anything because all I do is work, 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 right? Work for the man type of feeling. And I think you're weighing your options here and saying there has to be something I can do for a living that affords me the ability to keep a roof over my head without compromising my, you know, emotional needs. This is really big for you. And even if you're retired, you know, you may have a lot of responsibilities with family and community, and you may pull back on that a bit and go, wait a minute, I'm really not spending any time on me. I'm running around and doing things for all of these other people. So again, that 5 of Pentacles doesn't always have to mean financial loss. It could feel emotionally abandoned. I give all of this to all of these people, and I get nothing in return. I got to pull back a little bit and invest more in myself. So even if you're retired, I think you'll begin to take the first step to start investing in yourself a little bit more, loving yourself a little bit more. Let's get a Moonology card here, please, for my Libra siblings. I'm your air sign sibling here of Gemini. One more shuffle here. Thank you. There's also a feeling of here, like, I don't want to die with any regrets. I know that might sound a little morbid, but there's just a feeling here, if I want to enjoy life to the fullest while I can. We have nothing as yet set in stone, mutable moon. And at the bottom of the deck, we have conclusions are within reach, full moon eclipse. So I wouldn't panic right now if you don't know what you're going to do with work, what you're going to do with finances. You know, how are you going to find that perfect balance, that sweet spot, if you will, on being able to maintain a roof over your head, but then also find emotional fulfillment. Nothing's yet set in stone. Conclusions are within reach. This is a new moon in Cancer. We will then be having a full moon in approximately 1 month's time. Between now and And then between now and that full moon in Aquarius, you're going to have all of these like aha epiphany moments, if you will, sort of like that tower moment. And you're going to know exactly what to do moving forward and how to strike a healthy balance in your life. Right now, for the next 4 weeks, 5 weeks, take time to heal, to restore your energies. This is a time period for you to be connecting back with yourself and to truly find out what makes you happy. So I would continue to do that. I think by the time we get to the end of Leo season, entering Virgo season, you're going to know exactly what you want to do to strike that balance. Until then, just rest. That is what I have for you, Libra. That is your new moon in Cancer message. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video on your mobile device if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out your other placements. Also, if you're interested in watching the collective new moon in Cancer reading, it'll be posted on Patreon later today. And the information for that will be in the pinned to the comment section below. And so I read for you again, which will be very soon. I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.